Holiday and welcome back, everybody. The Department of Education is going through potentially big changes, and it's all because of money. That's what makes the world work. Fortunately, we have their public information officer, someone you may know. We're somewhat familiar with her, the very lovely Isa Baza. Isa, welcome back.
Hi, thanks, Jason.
Okay, so this is kind of a tense time at the agency because when the budget's being put together, this literally dictates how the rest of the agency will function for the rest of the year. So you guys are actually soliciting public input, as far as I understand.
Yes, so the Guam Education Board is reaching out to the community, they're reaching out to the public, and we've been going through this process for a few weeks now. So after the department learned about the pending budget reduction, we immediately reached out to our employees, we reached out to some of our students and our PTOs and asked them for feedback on their suggestions for how we can meet this budget reduction. So we're hosting 3 public input work sessions throughout February, and so the first one is tonight at Marito Martyrs Elementary School, and so it started at 6 p.m. And there are an additional 2 public input sessions, so those will be on February 26th at Agata Johnson Middle School at 6 p.m. also, and February 27 at Legon Elementary School. Very
cool. So there's convenience for people that can't make it to one or all of them, depending on where you live too. I know some of the feedback, and I know you got this a lot when you were covering education before you got knee deep in it. People think, I don't have a background in corporate finance, or if I go to this meeting and get my comments on the record, will it even make a difference? It's such an esoteric art and everything like that. But people's voices, they really do count when they give their opinion.
Definitely. So this has been the biggest focus of the department over the past few weeks. And like I said, we've already started soliciting feedback. So we sent out emails and asked people to send their suggestions to my email. We also created an online survey asking people to fill it out anonymously if they wanted to do that and submit their suggestions on how to cut costs or raise revenues. And I've generated a whole feedback report, and so this is something that our budget committee, our Guam Education Board members, our superintendent, and all look to see what our stakeholders want to see prioritized or think can be cut. And so we've gotten a lot of similar responses, and so a big thing people say, make sure you turn off the lights. And so we've already rolled out phase 1 of our cost-cutting plan, so that was on February 6th, and so that just lists a bunch of initiatives that the superintendent put in place. So that includes reducing our utilities by 10%, reducing our contracts by 10%, a lot of different changes, and so those took into account some of our stakeholder feedback. And we definitely want to know, because these are the people that are going to be affected, our employees, our parents, and our students.
Okay, there's a good point, because students aren't legal adults yet, but are they still able to attend the meetings and maybe even fill out the online form?
Yes, of course. If, maybe if their parents are able to take them to the meeting, they're welcome to join these public input sessions. There's also an online survey, so any of our stakeholders can visit the DOE website, that's gdoe.net. And if you look under quick links, which is on the left-hand side of the website, there's a survey link. I think it's share your cost-cutting and revenue-generating ideas, and so they can just fill out the survey online. So they don't even have to leave their homes. They can do it from their phone or from their computer.
And if you guys want to be a little bit sneaky, since Isa said this is open to parents as well as students, if more than one person in your own household feels a certain way about something that should be cut or a suggestion you want to make, have you, your brother, your sister, your mom, and your dad submit all 5 different ones, and they'll take that in consideration, because the more that bubble up and everything, they're like, hey, some people care about this, right?
Definitely. All of these suggestions are taken into account. And we also have, for those who maybe they don't really want to speak out yet, maybe they just want to find out what's going on. We don't want there to be any tension or misconceptions or anxiety with our stakeholders. So we're trying to get out accurate information as much as possible. So they can find infographics on our DOE social media platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we have short little infographics that kind of have brief summaries about the budget reduction and the process DOE is going through right now. Also, if our stakeholders attend our public information sessions, they can, we'll be passing out some of these little flyers. It'll just be a half page, and it's just an overview of the budget reduction, how much our goal is, which is $19.6 million in FY18. So far with phase 1, we've reached about $12 million. So we still have a few more million to go. So that's why we're looking for all the input to figure out how to prioritize when we make those additional cuts.
And it is possible to maintain the same level of quality education while reducing costs. I know that's what a lot of people are going to assume right now. It's like, oh, okay, well, you're going to cut costs. You know, some people are going to say, oh, the music department's going to go away, PE is going to go away, and everything like that. No, you can still prepare
Definitely.
children for the next level, you know, while just shaving little things like you said, like turning off the lights. Easy things like that.
Definitely. And so the superintendent and the Guam Education Board, they've all said that the priority is to insulate our classrooms and our teachers and employees from any harm from this budget reduction. And so we're really prioritizing our classes and our students right now. So what you will see is, but you know, if we're making this huge dent in our budget, it is going to have some impacts. And so one example is delaying future spending. So the pre-kindergarten program was supposed to expand next year to an additional 5 schools. We've put off that expansion just to save a little money, other things like that, just delaying spending.
Okay, so final thoughts. Is there anything else people should know about before they head out to these public meetings?
Just go, share your thoughts. We encourage everyone to participate. And if you can't make it to one of these public input sessions, please send me your suggestions on ways you think we should cut costs or raise revenue. You can email me at ijbbaza@gdoe.net or fill out our online survey.
Okay, and one thing also cool, it's Isa, I believe you're personally doing the Facebook Lives for some of the info sessions. So if people just can't make it, you know, they may be sick, they may have something going on at home, they can actually watch.
Yeah, so we're going to try to do the first Facebook Live. It might not be for the entire work session, but we're definitely going to be on Facebook.
And you can get your comments in there too, and that is super cool. Isa, thanks so much.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, please stay tuned, everybody. We are back right after this.